Indian Motorcycle announced in 2022 they're going to release a new bike called the Pursuit. Let's talk about that. Good Moto morning. Welcome to another episode of Kraken's Garage. I'm your host, Eric, and on Kraken's Garage, we talk about all good things on two wheels. Some slight reviews of gear and some slight tutorials on basic maintenance. Today, we're going to talk about the new release of the 2022 Indian Pursuit. Let's get cracking. Way back, probably 8 or 9 months ago, I put a video out. Oh my gosh, that was 100 videos ago, on February 11th, and I had picked up on that in Australia, Indian had filed for the trademarks for two new names of bikes, the Pursuit and the Guardian. From the drawings, it appears to be a hybrid of the Challenger and the Chieftain, in my opinion, sporting a fork-mounted bat-wing fairing aimed right at the Harley-Davidson Electra Glide. Drawings show no baggage on it, but I'm positive it will have bags on it, as it is definitely a bagger-style bike, and I'm also positive they will offer a top case as an option on it as well. It's my belief that Indian is starting early to shift over to water-cooled engines. Currently, Indian has 3 liquid-cooled engines and 1 air-cooled engine at this time. So they're already making the transition over at a very quick pace to going over to all water-cooled, which is where it's at, or where it has to be, because of emissions globally. Now, back when I produced that video in February of earlier this year, I'm going to stick with my crystal moto ball that I look into the future, and with the names Pursuit and Guardian, to me it has tones of a police bike. I still believe in my heart, I think Indian is posturing to going after the police motorcycle, and I think that's a brilliant move, and stealing that away from Harley-Davidson. We will see, time will tell, but Pursuit to me is definitely a step in that direction if they should want to march in that band and go after the bids for the police motorcycles. I'll have a link to the article that this video is based on linked down below, so be sure to check that out. Indian Motorcycle is preparing to launch the new touring model for 2022, powered by the same liquid-cooled Power Plus engine introduced on the Challenger. The new model will be called the Pursuit and will be offered in a limited and dark horse variants, with an optional premium package. The news first broke when Indian filed a trademark application for the name Pursuit last year. The name was filed alongside another trademark application for Guardian at the time. We mused that the Pursuit may use the 768cc Power Plus engine. We can now confirm this is the case. Thanks to vehicle identification number data Indian submitted to the US National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and I'll throw a picture of that right up here. The VIN document confirms the Pursuit's Power Plus engine with the same claimed 122 horsepower output as the Challenger, as well as the Dark Horse and Limited versions. There is no base model of the Pursuit listed. The document doesn't, however, explain how the Pursuit will differ from the Challenger. Australia certification data shows the Indian Pursuit Dark Horse and Limited as having a tar mass of 447 kilograms or 985 pounds, and 450 kilograms and 992 pounds with the premium package. The tar mass isn't quite the same as the curb weight, but to provide a fair point of comparison, the Challenger Dark Horse is certified as 411 kilograms, 906 pounds, but is listed as a fully fueled weight of 831 pounds. We can assume the Pursuit weighs a lot more than the Challenger. We do have one possible idea thanks to patent filings from Indian that show a motorcycle with the Power Plus engine and a fork-mounted fairing, a tall windscreen and fairing lowers, absent any other evidence. We can assume the model in the diagrams is the Pursuit. The illustrations don't show any luggage. It's a safe guess that the Pursuit will have panniers at the very least. The fairing, fuel tank, seat, fenders shown in the illustration are all rather plain, but it's likely they aren't that vital to the patent itself. The patent mainly deals with the air intake system, which is similar to the Challengers. The one illustration showing the back of the fairing shows instrument clusters similar to the ones used in the Chieftain and the Roadmaster models. The windscreen, however, is much taller than the screens on any current Indian with a batwing fairing. Indian typically reveals its model lineup in September, but the timing seems to have changed this year, likely due to a combination of the pandemic and the ongoing supply chain issues. Indian launched its revamped Chief lineup in February, but we haven't heard much else about the 2022 models to this point. The VIN document confirms that the Indian Challenger will have the new Elite and Jack Daniels Edition versions for 2022. The Chieftain Elite is also listed, but there will not be a Roadmaster Elite for 2022. So to my friend Outback Outlaw who wants that Roadmaster really bad, I strongly recommend you take a hard look at it sooner rather than later. Maybe being phased out, so give that some thought. Is really being a dynamic company here, and I think they're broadening their horizons. I think they're phasing out the air-cooled motors altogether sooner rather than later, and I think you're going to see a change up in their model lineup. For those of you that like some of the older models, I think this cross-pollination that's happening here with the Pursuit doesn't mean one of their other models is on the chopping block. They're almost very close relatives to each other. So if your heart desires one of the present touring models, I strongly recommend you take a harder look at them and pony up the money and go get you one. I still believe, I will reiterate it again, that Indian is going to go after the police bike market. You heard it here on Kraken's Garage for what that's worth. And you guessed it, for all my end watchers, today's shout out goes to Moto Travels. He has 409 subs and 99 videos. He started his channel about the same time I did. He's put out, this is my 140th video. He's got 99 videos out. So he's been working hard at his channel since then, just like I did when the pandemic hit and I had to find things to kind of keep my mind busy during the downtime. His channel is produced by Craig and Lucinda, his wife. They both ride together as a couple. He's rocking a Road Glide Special. I'm sorry, I don't know the year. I don't think I've heard him mention it in any of his videos. Lucinda is rocking an '09 Harley-Davidson Street Bob, and she loves that bike dearly. He also has a 2002 Harley-Davidson Dyna Super Glide that is totally customed out with a very cool paint scheme that he hadn't started in 3 years, and he just got it up and rolling again. So I'll list one of his videos down below and also his Instagram if you would like to check Craig out and Lucinda. What his channel is all about is traveling, exploring, and adventure. His travels through British Columbia and Western Canada. He's all about riding, moto camping, and history. A man after my own heart. I love history, and he does a lot of really cool videos. His latest video that I'll link down below, and I'm showing a glimpse of up here in the corner, is a trip to the Othello tunnels, where they had to hand chisel and make this tunnel for the Kettle Valley Railways. It's also, oddly enough, the filming location for the movie Rambo: First Blood, where you see Sly Stallone rappelling from rocks and hanging off of rocks and things like that. So some fascinating history here. So be sure to check out his channel. If you like him and you subscribe to him, please let him know that Kraken sent you and show him some love. And there's my ghost dog Daisy May telling me to hush and end this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more in the future, hit that subscribe button right down there in the corner. And remember, folks, go riding. It's good for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.